Many people, when they ask you, why do you fast? What is the why?
يا أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون أياما معدودات فمن كان منكم مريضا أو على سفر فعدة من أيام أخر وعلى الذين يطيقونه فدية طعام مسكين فمن تطوع خيرا فهو خير له وأن تصوموا خير لكم إن كنتم تعلمون شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن هدى للناس وبينات من الهدى والفرقان فمن شهد منكم الشهر فليصم ومن كان مريضا أو على سفر فعدة من أيام أخر يريد الله بكم اليسر ولا يريد بكم العسر ولتكملوا العدة ولتكبروا الله على ما هداكم ولعلكم تشكرون.
Unlocking purposeful fasting, the spiritual benefits of fasting. So here, first and foremost, we learn something really important. Many people, when they ask you, why do you fast? What is the why? Well, you do not have to play by some external standards while we fast because we want to feel the pain of poor people. So if there are no more poor people who would stop fasting. Well, here we learn something really important. That look, we fast because it is a command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As a believer, as someone who has faith, as someone who submits to Allah, first and foremost, the reason why I do something or I don't do something is if Allah has commanded it, I will do my best to do it. If Allah has prohibited it, I'll do my best to stop and not do it. If Allah has made it permissible, then I'll see according to my circumstances and so on and so forth. So that's the first reason that we do it, because Allah has commanded. Allah has said that look, throughout the year you can eat and drink anytime, but during these days of fasting, if you are an able-bodied person, a Muslim, then you do not eat and drink between certain times. And you do not engage in sexual activity between certain times. That is something that Allah has commanded. So that's the first and foremost reason. Yes, every order of Allah has wisdom behind it. Do I know all the wisdom behind the rules of Allah? No. I do my best to obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and then we can do our research to understand and see what are the wisdom and benefits. And yes, we can then see the intermittent fasting, the self-restraint, compassion for others, so on and so forth. But the first thing is submission of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The second thing is to be mindful. The idea is not to restrain yourself and from food and water and just sleep throughout the whole day. Rather, be conscious of your speech. Be conscious of what you're saying, what you're hearing, what you are seeing, what you are thinking, how you're dealing with other people. And to be more conscious and to have that connection with Quran, to read more Quran, to have more reflections on Quran, as Allah introduces the month by the single virtue that this is a month in which Quran was revealed. So this is something that we should take it as an opportunity for our self-development. So when we come out of Ramadan, then we are coming out in a better state of Iman, better state of self-restraint and discipline. And it's not just the social activities and the food and the fun and so on and so forth. Rather, taking the opportunity to connect with Allah, to practice self-discipline, to practice self-restraint and so on and so forth. And also, Allah also mentions about the practicality of religion, that obviously the people who are not able to fast, for genuine reason, not just because, I have an exam coming up, so I'm not going to fast, or I have work to do, or I have investments to do, it's a great opportunity, business opportunity, I can't fast. Well, that's your choice to disobey Allah if you prefer something else over it. But for genuine reason, you can't do that, then there is way out, and you basically feed poor people, and Allah knows your intentions.